Hey everybody. Hey. Hopefully you guys can hear me between the music, this refrigerator, and everybody else talking. I don't know how this is gonna come out. Hold on. Hey, what's up? My name is Erica Manson. It's been over 2 weeks since that stuff just be happening, to be honest. It just happens. You know what's the crazy part? I have been recording videos. I just haven't had it in me to like sit and edit and post and do all this stuff. You would notice if you're subscribed, you would know that I'm just not good at that stuff. I'm just a regular person and so are you. So subscribe and then you'll get random videos like this. I'm at Brick City Brewery. Cheers. And this is their last day here in the location. And it's like an indefinite leave. You know, we don't know when they're coming back. So I figured might as well to show some support and like talk about stuff. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. I mean, it's about to be the end of Mental Health Awareness Month. It is already the end of May. And if you're like me, you're like, how? When? Where was I in the month of May? Because I was lost. I didn't do as much as I wanted to. And I did want to talk about a couple things. So I guess what I want to talk about is self-care, I guess, and what I do for stuff like that. And it's not drinking. It used to be drinking, self-care, right? That's like how I release stuff and whatnot. Fortunately, I had to knock this habit for the better. And now I can kind of do it in a healthier way. No, I am doing something. Oh my God, I'm so scared that you guys aren't gonna hear me. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna do something about it, you know? So I feel like I'm not gonna get too into it, right? Like, I still feel that even though I am a content creator, there's a lot of stuff that is gonna remain private. And with me, even though I do feel very comfortable with my audience and like being honest and stuff, let's just say I've been on a mental health journey for roughly like 4 years, I would say, from realizing to kind of like taking action and seeing those actions actually pay off. I would say like within the last 4 years. And that's a long time. And I think that's something that people really cannot grasp, that it takes so long to get out of habits, to figure out things, and to take action. With that being said, one great step to take is therapy. And this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Now, actually, we're going to be talking about BetterHelp. We're going to be talking about BetterHelp, Psychiatry, and Alma, because these are 3 services I used along with like whatever my insurance offered me 1 year. So I've gone through 4 years, right? Within those 4 years, 4 different services, right? It's weird. It's weird to be like, oh, I'm in therapy or I see a psychologist. I feel that it's still weird. Sometimes I feel like it's glorified. Sometimes I feel like it's like people are gonna look at me differently or something. Sometimes I feel like people think I'm trying to be cool. I don't know. There's like a bunch of mixed emotions. I digress. That's not the point. The point is I'm gonna give you like a little bit of a review, my personal review on these services, right? So the first service, when I realized I needed help, this was kind of like post-COVID. Now, a lot of people experience COVID like pretty harshly within the first year. I experienced COVID within the second year. So I felt isolated in a way in 2020 that not many people understood, because I was doing school full-time and work full-time still. So for me, my life never really stopped. I was still going. Same thing with my family. It never really stopped. So by 2021, things started changing. And I think I went to therapy for a little bit then, because I had an outburst. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Now, that was out of network. That was through my health insurance. So blindly kind of, you know, picking a therapist and like sticking with that. And the first time I felt very guarded, especially because the person was younger than me, because I guess my insurance was being so cheap. So it was very hard to go to someone younger than me who's figuring out things as a therapist or whatever, to like open up with them. And I'm kind of like a guinea pig, you know? So I felt like that wasn't really helpful in the long run. I did have a situation with them that kind of helped me realize something, which is nice. Like, helped me realize a trigger and how to get out of that trigger and how to, like, not people please. So that's, like, what I got out of that. The second thing I tried was BetterHelp. BetterHelp, it's kind of cool. BetterHelp, I know they have that whole scandal thing. I don't know. Because then we're talking about like online stuff. The next three options are all online. They're all supposed to make therapy and psychiatry this like better experience, more convenient, cheaper. BetterHelp, I still think that overall, before I move forward, mental health is a huge problem in this country because it is so expensive. With or without insurance, it is expensive to access. There's still a stigma against it. People don't have time for this stuff because they're stuck on survivor mode, so it's hard to like take that step. But I did start off with BetterHelp, and it wasn't that bad. I think it was like, it was kind of bad. It was like 200 or like 250 or something for like a month, and it's like I couldn't really like connect with the therapist because she was like a little bit older. So my first therapist was too young for me, right? The second therapist was too old for me. Oh my God, I just unlocked a therapist. I forgot that I had another therapist prior to this one, and she was also older, not old. Oh my God, and that was through my insurance too, and that was like once a month because that's all I could afford. And I felt like after like 3 months, I was like, I can't do this anymore because what am I remembering every month? Like by the time I see her again, like a million things happen. Oh my God, I just remember. I gotta take a sip, holy crap. So I did BetterHelp for like a month. And it wasn't bad. And it wasn't that bad. I think it was like, it was kind of bad. It was just very old school, like a nice old school approach. And it was very hard to relate to the therapist. So I did it for like a month, and then I was like, That was BetterHelp. I would say that if you're interested, and if your insurance is not like providing good enough options, especially in regards to like consistency, because bi-weekly and like monthly to me is not an option anymore. Right now I need help weekly. So it depends. If you want to test the waters, you're okay with doing bi-weekly, you want to see who you're talking to, because you do have that option of like kind of like seeing everything, like doing, like little bios or whatever. That's a good place to start, but personally, I don't know. Also, I don't like BetterHelp is kind of like a business. Like, it's like, oh, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I don't think it should really, I don't know. It's just like a red flag in my head, but it's whatever. So my second option was a coworker that recommended it. He was like, oh, try psychiatry. And it's okay. It's super expensive. It's super expensive for a psychologist. And I owed psychiatry about $700. So, and I also found out that I'm not even supposed to see a psychiatrist that often. And he never told me that. And also, they have like pretty bad customer care. In my opinion, getting like paperwork from them is a total nightmare. I've been going through a lot in the past like 2 years. My mental has been just not the best. I need them to like cooperate with me in regards to like working from home and like doing all this stuff, and it's just like such a nightmare. I'm like always in debt and always owing them money, and then on top of that they want me to see the psychologist often, which I found out you only need to see a psychologist like once or twice a year. So I don't recommend psychiatry. I really don't. I recommend what I'm doing right now. If you do need pills, of course, see a psychiatrist, but you don't have to see them that often, from what I just found out. Let me take a sip. Oh my God, it's a lot of talking. Right now, I was recommended by a very special person in my life. They recommended Alma. This video is sponsored by Alma. Alma is like, oh my God. I'm gonna talk like this. Alma is because I feel like it's just getting louder. Alma is like this online, it's like a BetterHelp, right? Where you get to kind of like look online for your therapist, see what you want, narrow it down. And you could do that with BetterHelp. Like, for example, I want someone who's a woman. Like, I don't want to work with guys. I did that with a psychiatrist, and I didn't really like it. This person, not much. I think we're in the same, like, age, not age group, but, like, same. I think we're both millennials, from what I could say. So, very relatable. I kind of really got along with her compared to my last couple therapists. I like that I got to narrow down the issues that I wanted to go over. And it's a lot, because I'm going through a lot. It's been about a month, and I do feel better. The first 2 weeks was kind of like me, like, opening up. She's taking notes. The last 2 sessions were rough. Like, after, I was just like, dang, dude, oh my gosh. There's still such a long way to go. I feel comfortable, actually, even though I know I can't afford it. To me, it's still expensive. I'm paying like $100 weekly. So it's fine because I don't really do much anymore, but it's still an investment, right? It's still a lot of money. Like, that's like over $400 a month. And I don't want to leave her at the moment because I'm really dedicated into, like, getting better and getting healthy. Like, I'm really focused on my mental health this year. So, I mean, that's where I'm at now. The whole purpose of this video is to say that it's not a sprint, it's not a race. No, it's about getting through it. It's not about getting done first. And it took 4 whole years for me to finally feel at least like I'm in safe hands. I don't know where I'm gonna go from here because the last 2 sessions were really rough for me, and that's just dealing with, like, past stuff while I'm dealing with, like, today's stuff. So I feel like it's a very delicate moment for me, a very vulnerable moment for me. I'm so sorry if it's loud or if I'm loud because I have the microphone right in my face. I don't know. I think that everyone should know that as a regular person, it is, one, hard to get out of survivor mode. All we thinking about is having food, shelter, like paying our bills. It is hard to get out of that grind mindset. And it took me a long time to set boundaries with work, with myself, with friends, and all that stuff. It took me a long time to do that. It took me a long time to get used to routines. It took me a long time to be okay with being a therapist. It took me a long time to be okay with being medicated. It took me a long time to stick to being consistent and not thinking about money and not thinking about all these other things, and really putting a lot of pressure, not pressure, but like really disciplining myself to like take these steps to getting better mentally, because I feel like right now there's a lot of things that I want to do with my life, and I constantly put myself like second to a lot of things, and I don't want to do that anymore. You know, I have priorities and stuff, but like right now it's like, okay, well, I'm in my early 30s. Like, I know the world's on fire, but I need to kind of like figure out some type of game plan. And if I'm not in the right mindset, or if I'm not like confident, if I'm not comfortable, if I'm not feeling safe around people such as my family and my close friends and my partner, how am I supposed to be better in the long run? How am I supposed to have justice for little Erica Mans and then also older Erica Mans? So for me, it's like the time is now, really. And the time has been now for 4 years, right? And it's been baby steps. But when the ball is rolling, which is right now, I feel like the ball is finally rolling. Like, I feel so much better. And it took a long time, and it's been an uphill battle, but I feel like I'm getting to the summit, and I'm gonna be able to like overview everything and kind of like be like, okay, it's time to see how I get down from here. Like, I went through all this stuff, now I gotta still go through a lot of shit before I can return home, right? I know that sounds like a weird way to like put it, but I mean, I don't know, mental health is something that I'm really taking serious this year, and I'm just like really proud of myself. And I just want to say, from a regular person to another regular person, you could do it too. And it's not going to be fun for a long time. In fact, it's going to be really hard. But support yourself with the right people, and discipline yourself, and things will get better in a while. Cheers to getting better, okay? It's not going to be today. It's not going to be tomorrow. It might not even be a week from now, or a month from now, or a year from now. But I'm taking the steps, and that's really all I can do right now. It's just keep a positive mindset, do what I have to do, find ways to get better, and when I compare myself to like 4 years ago, I know I've grown in ways that, like, if I could just meet myself from 4 years ago, they'll be so surprised and happy, and yeah, that's it. Hopefully the audio is not bad. Even if it is, I'm still gonna post a video because I don't care. I made like 4 or 5 videos prior to this, and I just never edited them, and I probably never will. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Again, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Just please focus on yourself, and give yourself the opportunity to learn and grow, and talk to your friends, talk to your family, do things that make you happy, and don't be too hard on yourself. All right, take it day by day. Every day is a day, and you take it day by day, and then the day will end at some point.